The National Institute for Legislative Studies on Friday in Abuja held a lecture with critical stakeholders on capacity building for the Department of Legal Drafting of Federal Ministry of Justice. Kaftan correspondent Mavis Akor, who was present, says the need to frame the law in a way that will reflect the mind of the legislators was paramount for the stakeholders, as they state the law is dynamic. Here's more in this report.
Legislative drafting is a precursor to legislative process because legislative process refers to proceedings on an already prepared legislative draft. This is a crucial aspect of lawmaking in any organized society. In a constitutional democracy, wherein the organic law in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, legislative drafting is a veritable instrument for distilling and ventilating policies and ideas of government both at the federal and state levels. The need to frame the rule of law in Nigeria was paramount for stakeholders who organized a workshop on capacity building for the Department of Legal Drafting of Federal Ministry of Justice in Abuja. This was considered because of efficient legislative drafting to ease its interpretation by judiciary.
The focus on drafting is not far-fetched, particularly given its centrality to achieving the core mandate of any parliament, which is lawmaking. The services of drafters are utilized in policy formulating stage to the actual drafting of legislative provisions in the form of a bill. It is the role of drafters, therefore, to give legal backing and teeth to government policies. This requires sound knowledge of the law and legal principles, as bills drafted are expected to conform with the constitutions and all extant legislations. More so, the drafting process itself should comply with parliamentary procedure.
The rule of law provides us with a cluster of ideas and values that are at the heart of the modern democratic constitutional state. It comprises both the need for clarity and predictability in the law and respect for other more substantive values of fairness and equal treatment of cases which are alike. This shows us how quality legal drafting is crucial for fostering the rule of law and legitimize governance through the law. Since the lawmaking process is a complex one, and with regard to the crucial functions of Parliament, which are legislation, oversight and representation, but also of the ruling executive, and of course ministers in charge initiating laws, there is an evident need to have guidelines that promote and enable our increased focus on legislative drafting.
Stating that the law is dynamic, hence the need to reflect the mind of legislatures and how it benefits Nigeria as a whole.
This is a golden opportunity in which we are sitting down together, look at how what has been, where are we coming from, where we are, and how can we move forward. You know, the fact is Nigeria itself, the law itself is dynamic, and there are a lot of things which are coming into our laws. So there's a need for us to now look at those things, look at how they are framed in a way that will reflect the mind of the legislators.
These days we have a lot of, the world is becoming a global village. There are a lot of transboundary and emerging issues that require proper legislations. So we are going to learn a lot in drafting laws that will address these issues. Look at what happened during the COVID period. There are a lot of issues that are coming up, and so by this training, we are getting a lot of, we are hoping to be more empowered to draft legislations that meets the needs of today and the future.
Stakeholders stated that for a drafter to be effective and perform optimally, they require a set of special set skills in the use of language, a critical inquiring and imaginative systematic mind, as well as an orderliness in the thought and ability to pay meticulous attention to details. Hence a regular program in legislative drafting of capacity building for various categories of drafters in the Ministry of Justice, both at the federal and state level. From Abuja, Mavis Akor, Kaftan TV News.